Cap City out of the National League Midwest Conference Premier 2. Currently second place in league play is Cap City, 4-0-1 in that stretch, so they've yet to lose. 15 goals for, only 3 goals against, so it's been a great defensive stretch for this team. Revolution applying some good pressure, though, here early in this one. Currently 3 games back of MFA with a game in hand. These two teams, not the last time they'll face each other. Here's a chance in front. And a boot, and it'll go well over top of the goal. That was Sage Calago who was handling it in front. Got it tipped away, kicked out of bounds, and now a goal kick coming up here for Cap City. Avery Walthorn, by the way, in goal for Cap City. Now they'll make a charge back the other way. Lansing-based team draped in their black uniforms here today. Gray along the sides, white numbers on the back, gray bottoms. MFA Revolution, again based in Grand Rapids. Couple of familiar names on that roster, at least for me. Based out of Grand Rapids, done a lot of good teams around there. Here's another charge left side. Once again, Sage Calago has it tipped away. Sailor Stevens that time stepping up to knock it out of bounds. However, it will stay with the Revolution. They're draped in their white uniforms here today. Black numbers, black lettering, gray on the bottom. Still tipped out ahead. And out of bounds right in front of our broadcast. Broadcast being put in on those Sports Video USA. Big thank you to all those guys getting all the information together. It's been a collaborative effort to get a lot of these questionnaires filled out for all the coaches. Again, 6 total games on this field, 6 total games on the field over, so 24 total teams passing through this location between today and tomorrow. Goal kick here for the Revolution. As now Cap City will get the ball back. Stella Brecken in goal on the other end for the Revolution. We were chatting about this earlier. Fortunately, games today are inside. Here the rain consistently falling just above us on top of the dome here. It's been like that throughout the course of this weekend here in the state of Michigan. Actually saw some games being played outside. Here's a good chance up ahead. Revolution has numbers. It's a chop in front. Opportunity for a shot and a goal. Henley Slanger puts it in, and it's the first one of the game and a 1-0 lead. Deep cross into the box, got batted around a few times. Slanger was able to get her foot on it. Chipped it past the goaltender in Walthorn, and it's a 1-0 lead for the team in white. It's a good start for the Revolution in this one. Cap City will try to move it back the other way. Again, as we were talking about earlier, not the last time these two will face each other, although this one is important. Winner of this one moves on to the regional finals. Cap City looking to respond. Pass back to the other end. Sailor Stevens that time as they continue to move it back towards midfield. A chip out wide and a miscommunication will lead to a charge the other direction. Good move on the far side. These two teams set to play each other to conclude league play. That coming up on November the 12th. So if anything else, obviously you're looking to win this game, it being the Michigan State Cup final, very important for both of these two teams, just to get an opportunity to move on and continue playing, but more importantly, a chance for some good film for both of these two squads when you think about them concluding league play against each other coming up on that November the 12th. Not only that, but it's a game between two teams that are the top two in league play. MFA Revolution currently first in the league. Cap City, oddly enough, right behind them in second place. Good play along midfield, nice passing. Parents and spectators really loving that off to our right. Revolution fans stationed to the right, Cap City fans off to our left. There's a physical play. Stepping in defensively that time for the Revolution. Familiar name. Yeah. Revolution's the white team, right? Or is that Cap City? Cap City's black. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Thank you. Cap City's black. Here's a chip up ahead and an opportunity the other way, and it's sent wide. Lillian Morrill that time just nearly missing the goal, and it keeps it a 1-0 game here for the Revolution. Charge the other direction. Sage Calago has that one kicked away towards midfield. Another chance for the Revolution. Good cross, knocked away. They get it back. Again chipped in front. Another opportunity. That time, Henley Slanger nearly found her second goal of the game. Instead, it stays 1-0. Talked a little bit about league play, though, for Cap City. On the other end for Revolution, they're also out of the National League Midwest Conference. Again, Premier 2. Right now, first place in league play, 5-0-1. This is a team that's used a little bit more of their defensive presence to get where they are now in the State Cup. 17 goals after that first one in this game. 4 against to this point. Forwarded up ahead, received there. Cap City deploying a 4-3-3 holding formation. Both of these two teams obviously not afraid to go on the attack. Got to chat with Patrick Doyle, George Monty a little bit earlier this week about this team. Cap City trying to level it. Chance for a cross in front, good defensive stand. That time it was number 21 stepping in front, Stella Brecken. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Cap City, but one of the things we ask always is, who are some of your standout players on the team? And when answering that question, pretty much listed off half the roster. Not just one good option, several good options on this Revolution squad. Ball back to Cap City towards midfield, picked off there and chipped up ahead. On the field right side, that'll go out of bounds. You can cross in front. It's okay. Yeah. Cap City retreating into their own defensive territory. Now chipping it out back in front. Of course, both of these two teams, impressive wins to get to this point. A little bit harder for Cap City. MFA Revolution hasn't allowed a goal over the stretch of their last two. Good leap. Snagged that time by Cap City's goaltender there in Avery Walthorn. She boots it out back towards midfield. But for the Revolution, a couple of shutout victories coming into this one. 4-0 shutout win in the quarterfinals over the Thundercats. Then got to the semifinals and put on a defensive clinic to win that game. 1-0 win over the Michigan Tigers, who, oddly enough, had their 16U team advance to the quarterfinals, or regional finals, that is, just a little bit earlier today. You can go in front. Yeah, you're good. It's been a defensive showcase the last two games for the Revolution. On the other end for Cap City, tough game if you go all the way back to the quarterfinals. It's a team that could score a bunch if they need to. In front, chipped out left side, shot taken, save made. Kenley Slanger looking for goal number 2. Luckily there, Avery Walthorn there to catch the pop-up. Rugby punts it back towards midfield. But for Cap City, you go back to the quarterfinals, won 5-4 over the Michigan Jaguars, so a shootout between those two. Not too often do you see 9 combined goals in a soccer game, but saw a game a little bit earlier, the Michigan Tigers putting up 6 goals in their 6-1 win, the 16U game to advance to the regional finals. Cap City winning the quarterfinal, won 5-4. Clutch late goals ended up carrying them to that one. What was a comeback victory for this team. And their semifinal result, much like the Revolution, a 1-0 near win over Nationals Tri-County to get to this point in the finals here today. Outstanding turnout, though, on both sides. Some people brought their chairs to sit in, right and left of us, but outside of that, it's standing room only. Left side, over towards the stands. It's one of the unique things about our soccer broadcast here. There are no stands in the dome. Just field level seating, so we're right up against the action here. And I got my hands on a couple of balls earlier today. Would be considered illegal if I was playing, but it's the reason why I'm not playing. Back towards midfield. Cap City trying to find some positive momentum. Right side, that ball goes rolling out of bounds. Of course, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. A lot of familiar names in the MFA Revolution team. One player I'm distinctly familiar with. First, this offensive opportunity. Cross, picked off. Cap City's been playing a lot of this game in their own defensive territory. This one's chipped ahead. Nearly a great opportunity, but intercepted well. Stepping up defensively that time for the Revolution, Iris Morgan getting in the way of that one, and now a goal kick that'll lob it out towards midfield again. But Mila Gortmaker, who I believe, and I don't have confirmation on this, but I believe is the younger sister of someone I've gotten a lot of FaceTime with broadcasting soccer over the years. Revolution trying to work it back towards midfield. These two teams relatively evenly matched. Of course, that early goal helping the Revolution in this one. It's always good to start off in front, but Mila Gortmaker, number 10 for this Revolution team, an attacker on this squad. I believe it's her older sister. Plays for the high school that I call games for back in Grand Rapids, Caledonia High School. Here's a lob ahead for Cap City. Lillianne Murill with it. Back towards the middle. Chipped away there. Cap City still trying to pass it around, right back to her. She'll try to cross it, she does. Lobbed into the middle, nobody there offensively. Deflects off the head of someone from Cap City, as now the Revolution will retain possession. Marley Kasuba. Good offensive opportunities for both of these two teams early in this one. Lobbed up ahead, out of bounds. It's back to the team wearing black and gray for this one, but Mila, I believe, and again, I could be wrong, could be a cousin, could be another relative, but I believe her sister Lily plays for Caledonia High School. She's the same team that I broadcast for back in Grand Rapids, and someone who was a part of a team that ended up making a run to the district title last year for the Scots. But overall, just a really big soccer family. Of course, that Caledonia team has produced a couple of dynamite soccer players. This one out of bounds, it'll stay with the Revolution. Just last year produced a player that ended up going to play for Division I Kansas. Will be playing soccer for them this season. Of course, in general, Caledonia High School, just most Division I, or rather, college commits last year. And what they've had in any other year previous, and of course we talked about this already, but these soccer competitions prime opportunity for college scouts to be able to come out and see what talent they have to potentially recruit. Opportunity for a cross, chipped away that time here for the Revolution. Defensively, they've been solid early on in this one. Received well, now back out towards midfield. But Mila trying to follow in the steps of her, again, assumed to be older sister, Lily, who actually made the varsity team as a sophomore. And of course, most of the players out here, freshmen in high school. Some of them could be sophomores. Overall, just a lot of good talent to go around. Towards the far sidelines, whistle blows on an aggressive play. That time Stella Oviatt on defense gets the whistle against her, and a free kick here for Plymouth. Cap City will be looking for a lot of production. A couple standout players on this team. Already called her name a few times, Lillianne Murill. Someone that they're going to be relying on normally on the left side. All right. Right under my legs. But a lot of these players obviously deciding to play club over high school soccer, and you understand it. Traditionally speaking, a lot of these clubs have clauses in their contracts that will not allow you to play high school soccer, and that's something that's kind of new. But obviously, if you want an opportunity to be noticed by scouts, this is the perfect opportunity to do so. Down the field. Received well. Kicked out towards the far sidelines. Both teams kind of tiptoeing the far sideline. Lillianne Murill will be a big name to keep an eye out for. Already seen her get a few touches so far in this one. Now she's in the mix here. Tries to head it up ahead, but gets it taken away from her. Stella Brecken that time again on the defensive effort. Now far side. Alexandria Sharrow crosses it, and a good save. Stella Brecken had to go up and get that one, but pulls it in with two hands to keep it a 1-0 lead here for the Revolution. Ava Haynes will be another good name to keep an eye out for. Number 2, she's a midfielder for this Cap City team. Alexandria Sharrow, we already saw her on the offensive side that time. Normally a really good dynamite defender here for Cap City. So whistle blows, we'll get a substitution here. Sailor Stevens will check out. But a big thank you to everybody joining us for this 15U Soccer Michigan State Cup final between Cap City and MFA Revolution. Again, one more game coming up at 2:30 today. Of course, we were talking about both these two teams. It is a little unique that they're both in the same conference. Both in the same league, so they've obviously played against each other a lot. And it's talking about how it was first and second place. They're actually both tied for first. So not only does this game decide exactly who moves on to the regional final, it also decides who takes the lead in league play, with them being even. Neither of these two teams losing a game so far this year. This game has implications on multiple levels. Revolution trying to set something up. Moving it back towards their defensive end. Passing to this point for the Revolution's been really solid. Here's another chance potentially up ahead, maybe a little too strong. This one all the way to the goal. There to scoop it up, Stella Brecken. Just had to patiently wait on it as now she sends it high back out towards midfield. We talked about some of the standout players for Cap City, but on the other end for Patrick Doyle and George Monty, very complimentary of a lot of their players. Talked a lot about the depth that this team has. Asked him to list some of the standout players for this squad, and again, just pretty much listed off half the roster. White, Owen, Shepard, Slanger, Post, Calago, Kasuba, that one out of bounds, a goal kick here for the Revolution. Morgan, Goatmaker, Castro, Brecken, Halfman, and Mulder. You guys can walk out in front. You're good. Sort of directing traffic back here. Both broadcasting and directing traffic. It's a busy day. We talked about the importance of depth, though, especially during that 16U game. Michigan Tigers against 6 goals in that one to advance to the regional. Don't expect the same result here in this one. But nonetheless, the Revolution kind of looking a lot like that team, though, with the amount of different pieces they can go to and the depth that they have, specifically on the offensive side. Part of the questionnaire, though, I thought was pretty interesting. Asking for any interesting facts about the teams. And I really have to love the interesting fact that Coach gave for this Revolution squad. Cap City trying to open things up. Lillian on the charge, can't get to that ball. Chip back out towards midfield. Battlefort far side, rolls out of bounds. Cap City ball. Right here at the midfield mark. We'll get a few more substitutions. But both Coach Doyle and Coach Monty talking about this team and highlights, facts. There's a lot of good things on here talking about a lot of potential college athletes. Most of them have made that their long-term goal, and it makes sense that they would want to continue playing on into the college level. But I think my favorite fact about this team is one of the oddities that they enjoy during and post-game. Pass up ahead, and the whistle blows. Catch number 13, Lillian Murill on the offsides. A little too anxious on that pass. Crosses behind the last defender. Play gets whistled dead, and what looked like the best offensive opportunity for Cap City will go away. Revolution get the ball back. They talked about how the team is actually comprised of a group of best friends who all enjoy Skittles as a sports snack. Got a bunch of Marshawn Lynches dressed in white today. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Revolution. If you have anybody listening to this game who's not necessarily a football fan, Marshawn Lynch, Hall of Fame running back. Should be a Hall of Fame running back at least. It's something that he was known for. During halftime, anytime he was on the sidelines, he was always eating Skittles. Kind of began during his time in college at West Virginia and then continued on to his time in pro football. But apparently that's something the entire Revolution team loves. Never really saw Skittles as a sports snack, but hey, I mean, if it keeps the morale high, you got to do what you got to do. Booted out of bounds. Revolution will get the ball back here. Of course, several different players for this Revolution team attending NCAA ID events and other regional, national events, including ODP, U.S. Futsal State, regional, national players. Of course, one of the high points for this Revolution team that a lot of the coaches talked about was the team GPA across the board. And I know this is something that a lot of broadcasters will talk about, really a lot of smart players and academic achievements, and you might be wondering, well, what does that matter? Well, obviously IQ, something that is huge when it comes to sports. And when you have a team that's not only smart but on the same page, you get to see some of the results that we've seen from this Revolution team this year. Out of bounds, Cap City will get the ball back. This Revolution team, though, capturing 32 of the last 36 possible points. Long shot towards the goal and a good scoop. Stella Brecken got on top of it. But team has captured 32. Again, last 36 possible points, 2 ties, no losses in their last 16 contests. Good footwork. Crossing right, now crossing left and taking the shot. Stella Brecken, I believe. Saved at the goal and it's booted away. Deep drive. Cap City's been relying on a lot of these deep passes to put themselves in good positions. Here's a cross. What a grab! Stella Brecken lays out to catch that fastball, now kicks it away. And that came in hot off the foot. Alexandria Sharrow with an impressive cross, but an even better save on the other end. This one out of bounds. Kenley Slanger couldn't catch up to it. Now the action right in front of us. Parents getting into it. Physical play between both of these two teams. Of course, the game a little bit earlier today, 6-1 finish in that one. Not expecting nearly the same result here in this one. Revel will throw it in. Emerson Miller getting whistled on that one. Camilla White was battling for it, ended up knocking her over with the body, so it's back here to the Revolution. There's multiple different players that will take the set pieces here for the Revolution. And some teams certainly rely on a collection of players to take their set pieces. Not the same here with the Revolution. Free kick here at about the 3/4 mark. Players lined up in front of the goal. They'll try to cross one and get their second goal here in this first half. Deep cross. Bounces around, now deflects out wide as it scoots out of bounds. Cap City will retain possession. Here's a loft in towards goal, knocked down in front. Kind of an awkward bounce. Kenley Slanger, rather, with the opportunity. Avery Walthorn had to kind of play that one like a short hop in front of her. Knocked it down with her chest. Right back to Slanger. Who slangs it in front. Is there a chance for another cross? No, losing the handle on it, Camille White. You can see Cap City's approach right now, try to turn this all-out offensive attack by the Revolution into points the other way. This one booted out of bounds. Our photographer stops that one. All just kind of ping-ponging in between these two teams right now. Of course, it's been a little bit since these two have faced each other in the State Cup. Talked about how they're in the same league, so a lot of face time between them during the regular season. The shot in front, another good save. Stella Brecken gets on top of it. Already a handful of saves here in this first half. That'll be the end of the first half. Relatively evenly matched squads. Revolution get their first goal within 5 minutes. It's a 1-0 lead. Okay. Brecken. Okay. No, you're good. Okay. Welcome back. 15U State Cup final. Cap City and the MFA Revolution. 1-0 lead for the Revolution here at halftime. It was Kenley Slanger with the one goal to begin the first half inside of 5 minutes. Now just looking to protect it or potentially add to it. A couple of changes, by the way, coming back from halftime. It's Paige Shepard who is in goal for the Revolution. So not Stella Brecken as initially noted, but rather Shepard who was in goal. Just underway here in half number 2. Both of these two teams, a lot of great offensive opportunities, just not able to capitalize. There's another one that's sent just a little bit high and a little bit wide. That time it was Camille White who nearly put it in the back of the net. Instead sends it wide. Yep. It'd be the goaltender here, Avery Walthorn, to boot it away for Cap City, but it's a 1-0 lead. It was Kenley Slanger who found herself in front of the net, ended up getting the ball back to her, and then capitalized. The goal being right in front of her. Cap City on the other end's had a handful of chances. Just not able to capitalize on them quite yet, but the way these two teams are playing, wouldn't be surprised in the least if maybe we had a little extra time. And I know that's the cardinal sin for broadcasters. Those are the magical words. Not saying I want it to go that way. Just saying, just calling it how I see it. Out towards midfield, a charge ahead here for Cap City. Cross in front, knocked down there. The aforementioned Stella Brecken that time on defense. So not doing the goaltending necessarily, but getting involved on the defensive end. Out of bounds here. Revolution will take back over. Of course, we were talking about some of the cap run results for both of these two teams. Again, 4-0-1 for the Revolution. 18 goals for, now 19, only 2 goals against. Team out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, and on the other end for the Lansing-based team in Cap City, 5-0-0. Although both of these two teams right now currently tied in league play. It's a throw-in for Cap City. push up ahead. This one nearly trickles out of bounds. Cap City keeps it in. Knocked down there. In, headed in the box. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Rebel. Both of these two teams making deep runs in the State Cup last season. One of them semifinalists, that was the Revolution. Division finalists on the other end for Cap City. Neither of them able to win at the final site. Another meeting between these two, but again, not too far off, under a month until they play yet again to conclude league play again coming up on November the 12th. Frustration growing off to my left. Cap City struggling to get it out of their own zone. Out of bounds, Cap City gets it back. These two teams still trying to figure each other out a little bit. 15U State Cup final between Cap City and MFA Revolution in Brighton, Michigan. A beautiful facility here in Brighton. I talked to a fan before the game about everything that's going on, an older fan. But he jokingly mentioned to me that the game has changed a lot since he played. I would agree. Like once upon a time they would be outside in the pouring rain. Not today though. Our official event sponsor for today though, Dick's Sporting Goods. Official sporting goods retailer and tournament sponsor of the Michigan State Youth Soccer Association. Kenley Slanger to take the set piece here for the Revolution. Into the box. Skips up wide of the net, and it's a goal kick here for Cap City. Other sponsors for the Michigan State Youth Soccer Association: Under Armour, the official apparel sponsor. Amazon Smile. Make sure you shop Amazon Smile. Support MSYSA. Cap City trying to find numbers here. Brecken, good defense. Kicked out here as it bounces amongst the spectators. Thank you. Also brought to you by Sports Forms. Take your club and league paperless with Sports Forms. Wilson Trophy Company. Someone will try to hoist that at the end of this, one of these two teams. Also Quick Goal, the official training equipment supplier of the MSYSA. Generally speaking, both of these two games, and we said this about the 16U game a little bit earlier, but it seems like the trend has continued even in this 15U game, definitely letting them play a little bit. Not a whole lot of whistles on either side. I guess in a way you certainly like that too when you talk about youth soccer, really any youth sport. think the worst thing you can do is bring the game to a halt with a billion whistles. You want to let them play, let them figure it out. Of course, nothing has been egregious to this point. These two teams certainly get involved on the physical end of things. It's kind of a defensive stalemate. Here's a goal kick coming up here for Cap City. Again, a huge thank you to everybody watching us today. Make sure you follow Sports Video USA. That's who's putting on the broadcast today. Conrado Portnoy doing a great job putting all the information together for us today. Again, that's www.sportsvideousa. You can also follow along on social media as well. Obviously, both these two teams competing for the chance to go compete in Kansas for the regional finals. Follow us, hashtag Road to KS, or the official hashtag of the Michigan Youth Soccer Association, hashtag MSYSA. Again, that's on Facebook, Twitter. You can also follow us on Instagram. To anybody following us along on YouTube, hello and welcome. Revolution, who have been applying all sorts of pressure here offensively. Just one goal, trying to add some insurance. Crossed in front, now kicked out by Cap City, just trying to protect their own goal. But a total of 220 teams, part of the elite division group. It's been a lot of teams that have had to weave their way through some pretty competitive games to get to this point. A long road for both of these two squads. Now a corner kick here coming up here for the Revolution. Of course, the regionals in Overland Park, Kansas. That one coming up in summer of next year, starting on June 21 of 24. Here's the cross. Into the goal. Attempted half bicycle there, if you will. Ends up spraying wide. I believe that was Kenley Slanger on the attempt, but it goes out of bounds, and now they'll boot it away. Again, Paige Shepard in goal here for the Revolution. Outstanding job she's done in goal. Was able to make a couple of clutch saves back in the first half. Just kept the Revolution in the driver's seat here, 1-0, and that one just goes out of bounds, just barely, back to Cap City. But that will oftentimes make the difference between a team that'll go really far but not finish the job, or a team that does end up finishing the job, is, you know, who you have in goal. And both today on both sides, Avery Walthorn, Paige Shepard, keeping this one a close and competitive match between these two. Up ahead, collected there. Of course, it's been Avery Walthorn who's been under fire for the most part in this one for Cap City. City's still trying to use some of these deep lobs to put themselves in a better offensive position. Charging up ahead, bounced out of bounds. Natalia Hawks been doing her best to try and find any sort of open offensive territory to cross the soccer ball here, but she's been swarmed under by this Revolution team, and just the pure physicality of this squad really showing first half bleeding over into the second half. Toss in here on the far side. Of course, the frustration growing a little bit on the Cap City side. bounds. It'll stay with the Revolution. Head coach Ryan Hosler, Eric DeLonge also as well, just increasingly frustrated over on their sidelines. Not able to turn the tide of the momentum much in this game at all. One shot taken, that one knocked down. That was Camille White. Sends it out wide. Ella Halfman tries to attempt it, but it goes back behind the goal, and now they'll boot it away. Of course, expecting this game to get more and more intense as we continue to move along. Close competition like this. Chance in transition. Defended well, but it will be a corner. That time it was Grace Post getting in front of it, unable to keep it in play though. Goes out of bounds, and a corner now coming up for Cap City. Fans getting anxious off to my left. Arguably their best chance offensively so far here in half number 2. Nearly scored on a corner in the first half. Sent towards goal. Bounces around off a couple of bodies. It will be a goal kick. I believe that was Emerson Miller, the last one to touch it. Paige Shepard passes it short. The small game has been working. Really fluid passing for this entire Revolution team. Put them in a really good position, both offensively and defensively. Cap City on the other end, kind of forced to play the opposite of what they're facing. Out of bounds to the Revo. Now time called, some substitutions coming on. Bella Williams will check out for Cap City. Just 35-minute halves though here in 15U. We had 40 a little bit earlier, so just 35 for these. So less time to make up lost room. Although it is just one goal. And I was warned before the beginning of this tournament, sometimes it goes into extra time. Revolution trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Numbers in the box. Now outride, Post gets it taken away from her, but only momentarily. Is there to stop it. Maya McCullen as it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Cap. Lofted towards the goal. Headed forward. That time, a potential opportunity. Lillianne Morill nearly had a chance. It's poked away from her. Now, right back in the action here. Weaving her way through a couple of defenders, has it poked away. Rowing back the other way. Sprint towards the sidelines, rolls out of bounds. It'll stay with Cap City. A lot of balls that have come rolling over into the media section. Not really in a position to get up and go after that one. I understand the sense of urgency, though. Players coming pouring over the sidelines to get the ball back. One thing you always appreciate about the game of soccer, it is fluid and it is constantly moving. The other thing that's constantly moving, though, is the clock, so one has to wonder maybe if the Revolution try to play this defensively down the stretch, or if they can continue to push, make it a 2-0 game. Here's a cross, header in front, and it's over the top of the goal. Unbelievable defensive stand. Mila Gortmaker heads it up over top of the goal and maintains that 1-0 lead. That might be the defensive stand of the game. That could be a momentum turner. So here's a long pass ahead. Try to cross it. Rolls past the goaltender and out of bounds. Looking for the pass back far side. That was Ella Halfman that was there. Approaching 10 minutes left to go in this one. Long pass up ahead. And tipped out of bounds. That was Natalia Hawks in pursuit. One thing Cap City wants to do is allow that other side to open up. Give Hawks a chance to cross. She might have it here. Wins the race. In front, takes the shot, and a good save. Paige Shepard, an impressive grab. Maintains that 1-0 lead for the Revolution as we're inside of 10. Of course, it's only been a short handful of really good offensive opportunities for Cap City, but for the ones they have had, goaltending has been a strong point for them. Looking to maintain their shutout streak, 5-0 over their last 2 games. Natalia Hawks that time tried to cross it, ends up getting intercepted. By the way, forgot to do this a little bit earlier. Referees Mackenzie Perez, Colton Odom, Chatham McGuire in this one. Revolution taking their time here with this goal kick. They decide to go the short route. Cap City dedicating more bodies. Little surprised that they don't decide to boot these balls away, kind of allowing Cap City to keep it in their territory is now a potential breakaway opportunity. Camille White hesitates. Now sends it back to the middle, a chance for post and a save. Or Ella Halfman, that is. Avery Walthorn with the save for the Cap City. This one deflected in front, maybe a potential opportunity, but Shepard able to get on top of it. Clock continues to roll. Inside of 10 minutes, about 7 minutes left to go in this one until the final whistle. Of course, these are the areas where the heartbreakers typically happen. Last thing you want to allow as a head coach, we've seen it time and time again, teams allowing a goal within 5 minutes can completely flip the script. Revolution trying to hold on for dear life. Revolution retain possession. Now a couple of subs will come onto the field. And for those of you following along, Michigan State Youth Soccer Association, you can find them on YouTube. That's where you can find the full broadcasts of these games. social media, you can get involved, hashtag MSYSA. Keep up with everything that's going on today. Deflected, goal kick. We'll see exactly what Shepard decides to do with this one. Then passing it short, they'll continue to do so. Physical play far side. And now potentially a breakaway opportunity. Up ahead. And a foul inside the box. Kenley Slanger gets cut down in the box, and it's a goal kick coming up. Defensively, that was Elizabeth Schabel. Tried to kick the ball out from under her. Slanger ended up taking it off the foot, took a dive. And now an opportunity to put the icing on the cake. The shot. And the goal! Spiked it off the top crossbar, puts it in, 2-0 lead. In a 2-goal game for Kenley Slanger here in the State Cup final. In one of the list of 10 different players that Coach Patrick Doyle laid out for us, making a big impact. Now a chance the other way. Charging ahead. Number 19, that time Caitlin Jamison has it knocked away. No whistle from the referee, much to the chagrin of all the fans here for Cap City. I believe that was Mila Gortmaker defensively that got in front. That would have been the second goal kick of this game. Good defensive stand there by the Revolution. Time continuing to bleed away. We're inside of 5 minutes to go. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Cap City. But if things end up staying the way that they are, Kenley Slanger would be our player of the game. 2 goals. 1 within the first 5 minutes. You go figure. Potentially the dagger in the last 5 minutes of regulation. Towards midfield. Pass up ahead. Kasuba to Slanger. Another chance and a save. Althorn pulls that one in. No chance but to try and take a couple of Hail Mary heaves here. And another great defensive stand for the Revolution. What a job they've done defensively in the State Cup Finals. Both of these two teams still fighting for every possession. A few new substitutes will come on. Out of bounds, back to the Revolution here. All these teams competing for a chance to go play in Kansas come 2024. And with a win in that tournament, potentially go on to play in a national title game. It's been a long road for both of these two squads. A long road to try and get to Kansas. But it seems like it might get a little bit shorter for one of these two teams. We'll try to add one more. Slanger gives it up. Back to the top, that one cleared away. Final few minutes in this one draining away. For this Revolution team who lost in the semifinals last year, maybe now starting to realize what their destiny is this year. A disappointing finish to last season. Lost in shutout fashion to Michigan, Rush 2-0. Now irony would have it, up 2-0. Here in the final minutes of this one. Here's a shot in front. That one sent wide. Alexandria Sharrow misses the goal. It's a goal kick. Here for the Revolution. Shepard just sitting on it as long as she can. They'll boot it up ahead, just trying to waste those final few minutes. Revolution will work a few more subs on. Again, one more game coming up at 2:30. The champion of the 15U bracket here to be decided shortly. Of course, for this Cap City team, nothing to hang their head about. It's a team that has now made consecutive runs to this destination. Last year, we just came up short. Once again this year, making their way all the way to the State Cup final. So the fact is that they've been successful enough to get here multiple times. Now the question is, how do they finish it? Revolution pretty much a vetted answer for everything here today. Chipped up ahead. Slanger, who already has 2, can she get a hat trick? Hesitates to her right. Tries to cross it. Great defense on the other end. One cross into the box. Nothing there for the Revo. Out of bounds and a goal kick coming up. Once again, to those of you joining us, huge thank you for being along with us here today. It's an early morning this morning, 8:30 a.m. start for the first game, 11:30 for this one. We still got one more left though. Cap City a chance to make it close. Play in the box, no whistle. Second shot's off the crossbar. And maybe a legitimate gripe here for Cap City. Madeline Mulder getting knocked down, looked like just outside the box. If not, maybe just a little bit inside. He's saying they got a piece of the ball, though. It's not stopping from the parents from getting at the referees a little bit, but what would be youth sports without it? How are they doing? Far side, out of bounds, back to the Revolution. Coming up after the conclusion of this one, we'll take a look at a scoring recap for this game. Up ahead, out of bounds. It'll be Shepard to boot it away here for the Revolution. Take a look at her scoring recap. Also give you a look at the upcoming matchup. Just a few short minutes away from a potential title here for the Revo. Two clubs who have had a lot of success in recent years, put themselves on the map. Here's your time update. 4 minutes left to go. Toss in right in front of me. Bouncing around towards midfield. Getting to that point now in the game where the Revolution just have to try, or rather Cap City just has to try everything they can. Try and get the ball in front of the net. Revolution trying to add one more, and that one nearly gets the top right corner. Instead it misses the goal and it's out of bounds. Now inside of 4 minutes. Of course, this team from Grand Rapids producing a lot of great high school players. has been the case. Of course, we talked about Mila Gortmaker a little bit earlier, but she's only one example. Expecting to see a lot of these names calling high school soccer in the years ahead. It's been shifted up ahead. Shepard charging out of her goal crease and sliding down to get that one. Aggressive play well outside of in front of the goal. But an important save at this juncture. Boots it out towards midfield. The reality, the gravity of the situation starting to settle in for a lot of people here. Cap City will try to turn it up here, and a great interception. Stepping in to deflect that one at midfield. Now another opportunity. Trying to cross it is Shero. Swarmed over by two different players. Now she crosses it in front, and it's deflected just beyond the goal. Well, several different offensive opportunities. Many of them going by the wayside here for Cap City. Despite the fact that it is 2-0, really not a reflection of how this game has gone. Competitive throughout. May as well be tied 0-0. Of course, the Revolution have kind of dominated time of possession with how many touches they've gotten, but Cap City's made a lot of great defensive stands, just couldn't convert on the other end. It's been a long road to try and get to Kansas. Oh, there against Cap City, and the Bluebirds making their presence known. So now they switch the call. So a free kick for Cap City just outside of the box. This game pretty much all but over. Cap City trying to add one before the end of it. Madison McCarthy to take the shot. McCarthy lines it up. Lofts it towards goal. And a fly ball catch for the goalie and Shepard. It's a long road to Kansas, but it just got a little bit shorter for the Revolution. 15U state champions. Two 2-0 shutout for the team in white. They continue their shutout streak. 7-0 in their last 3 games and a state cup to go with it. A 2-0 our final in this one. Again, a huge thank you to everybody joining us. State Cup Michigan Youth Soccer brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Again, 2-0 our final score in this one. Camille White, Kenley Slanger, both adding a goal for the Revolution in what is a 2-0 shutout win. They will advance to play in Kansas coming up in June of 2024. Again, 2-0 our final. One more game coming up at 2:30, but until that time, so long, everybody.